In the heart of a sprawling city that never slept, nestled behind a dusty bookshelf in a cozy library, lived a clever little mouse named Maxwell Thimblefoot, known to all as Max Tysay. Max was no ordinary mouse. He was a town mouse, born and bred in the land of flickering lights, honking horns, and endless food scraps. He wore a tiny scarf made from a torn subway map and had a knack for finding gourmet cheese left unattended on kitchen counters. One morning, Max discovered a strange letter tucked under his teacup saucer. It was written on a leaf, sealed with sap, and smelled faintly of strawberries. "Dear Cousin Max, come visit me in the countryside. There's fresh air, open fields, and the best strawberries you've ever tasted." Your cousin, Minnie the country mouse Max, raised an eyebrow. "Strawberries? That's not even cheese." Still, curiosity got the better of him. After all, he hadn't seen his cousins since they were pupstiny, pink-nosed babies chasing crumbs at a family picnic. So Max packed his suitcase, made from a matchbox, grabbed his favorite compass, a bottle cap with a magnet inside, and set off toward the Cheese Express station, where trains ran on wheels of old cheddar and tracks made of licorice. The journey was long. Max passed through tunnels carved out of chocolate cake and over rivers made of melted butter. At one stop, he met a squirrel conductor who sold tickets made of acorn caps. "First time to the country?" the squirrel asked. "Yes," said Max proudly. "I'm visiting my cousin," the squirrel chuckled. "Well, don't forget your umbrella. It rains every Tuesday." Max blinked. "It rains? What?" But before he could ask more, the train gave a jolt and rolled onward. After hours of travel, the train finally stopped at Petal Hollow Station, a small platform shaded by wildflowers and buzzing bees. Waiting for him was Minnie, a small mouse with dusty paws, bright eyes, and a patchy coat made of clover leaves. "Welcome," she squeaked happily. "Let me show you around." Minnie led Max through sun-dappled meadows, past bubbling brooks and buzzing beehives. They played tag among the wheat stalks and climbed onto a hay bale to watch the sunset. At dusk, they dined on wild berries, crunchy leaves, and a nutty surprise Minnie had stored under a tree root. "This is different," said Max, nibbling politely. "It's peaceful here," Minnie replied. "No cars, no noise, just nature." That night, they slept in a cozy burrow lined with soft grass and dried flowers. But Max tossed and turned. "I miss my bed," he whispered. "And my Wi-Fi," Minnie giggled. "You have Wi-Fi in the city?" "Oh yes," said Max. "I stream cheesy movies and read blogs about the latest in rodent fashion." Minnie yawned. "Sounds complicated." The next day, while exploring a nearby orchard, they heard a loud "hum" and saw smoke rising from the edge of the farm. A group of animals gathered near the sound. Max and Minnie rushed over. There stood a farmer holding a large metal trap. "Gotta keep those mice away from my crops," he muttered. Max's heart sank. That thing could crush someone. Minnie looked worried. "We need to warn everyone." Together they raced across the fields, warning rabbits, birds, and other mice about the trap. But the fox, Mr. Jax, didn't believe them. "Traps are for silly mice," he sneered. "I can handle myself." Just then Mr. Jax stepped too close and the trap snapped shut around his paw. Max acted fast. He scurried up the fox's fur and bit the rope holding the trap closed. With a final tug, it came loose. Jack limped free, stunned. "Thank you," he murmured. "You're welcome," said Minnie. "Now, let's get you some help." Later that evening, Minnie showed Max her secret hideout, a hidden tunnel beneath a hollow log that led to a safe burrow deep in the woods. "We use it during storms or when trouble comes," she explained. Max nodded. "That's smart. I should build something like this back home." Minnie smiled. "Maybe you're not just a fancy city mouse after all." They spent the rest of the evening telling stories by firefly light. Max told tales of skyscrapers, pizza slices, and midnight subway races. Minnie shared stories of thunderstorms, moonlit dances, and how to tell if a mushroom is magic. After a few days, Max knew it was time to return home. "I'll miss you," said Minnie, handing him a jar of honey and a strawberry seed. "And I'll miss you," said Max, giving her a shiny paperclip keychain and a slice of pepperoni pizza wrapped in wax paper. Back in the city, Max looked at his pile of processed snacks and shiny trinkets. They didn't seem as satisfying anymore. He missed the quiet nights, the stars, and the way the wind smelled like wildflowers. From then on, Max and Minnie wrote letters regularly on paper and leaves. Every season one would visit the other, bringing gifts and tales of their world. And though they were different, these two mice proved that sometimes the best adventures are the ones where we learn something new, not just about the world, but about ourselves. Years later, Max and Minnie started a tradition called the Great Mice Journey, where mice from both the city and countryside traveled to each other's homes once a year. They shared food, games, and stories, learning that the world was bigger than any single neighborhood. And so, the tale of the town mouse and the country mouse became legendary of friendship, courage, and the joy of discovering something new. There's value in different ways of life. Sometimes what matters most isn't what you have, but who you share it with and the courage to try something new.